We knew what the stretch was coming in the beginning of this season. We're the first two opponents, and I'll take this team every day of the week. I know we're going to answer some questions. Everyone's going to want to know about this or that. I'll take this team every day of the week. That's how I'm going to start off by handling this press conference, because of the growth, the way the older guys lead, the way the younger guys are growing very fast, and we're going to have a tremendous team. I know there's nothing that's going to, in the locker room right now, there's nothing that we're going to say that makes any one of those guys, anybody in there, feel better. When you go down on the wire like that and you lose on the last play of the game, it's going to sting. When the team cares about each other as much as they do, it's going to sting. But that's what we're going to draw back from and be able to use as we work forward. We learned a lot this week. We learned a lot in practice. We learned a lot about what it looks like to prepare, and we will continue to grow as we move forward. I mean, we knew we were playing a high-powered offense. They had 700 and something yards last week. So we knew we were going to have to play really well in the red zone. They were going to get their yards. And I really love the way the defense played down there tonight. We spent a lot of time this week prepping to be good in the red zone, knowing that we were going to be in those situations, and it was awesome to see the way we got those turnovers again. First interception down there in the low red zone, Rodney came out of his break and made a play on the wide receiver, and obviously we were able to tip the ball up, and it was intercepted, and so that was one of the few examples. The stop on fourth down. I mean, to be able to come away with those three right there and force, really, I think, I don't have the stats right in front of me, but I'm pretty sure it was all but one touchdown down in there. I mean, that says a lot to the growth, and we put a premium on that this week. Number one, about how we play in the red zone, how we prep. There's a lot of things that go into being a good red zone defense, and then obviously the takeaways. The tackling in open space, we knew with the speed on the field was going to be a huge challenge. And, again, really excited to see some of these guys and, step up. Guys like Marco, who made a bunch of nice plays in the alley, one-on-one tackles against some speed. So these are the things that we're going to be able to grow from as we move forward. Obviously, the record doesn't represent where we want to be right now. We've got a lot of football left to play. The explosiveness to change the direction, his ability to change direction and accelerate very quickly is pretty elite. And then from the standpoint of the way he runs the ball, his low center of gravity, I mean, there's not a lot to tackle, and he's one of the strongest guys on the team. Whether you want to go pound for pound or just straight up weight, he's one of the strongest guys. TG started cramping up and stuff, and so being able to, Mad Dog's done a nice job in camp and all through practice and all that. I mean, he has the confidence of the team, so when he had to jump in there and roll, we were able to stick with him, and we had a few drives there that obviously we weren't able to get much going, but we did on that last one, and that was a really good job by him, taking what the defense gave him. Big time play to Steph, and what an extraordinary effort by Steph to run out of that tackle there and get us in position to get ahead at that point. We understood and knew what they were going to do in the 2-minute, and in terms of how they were going to start the drive with certain run plays and things like that. Given the scenario, the amount of time, there was a fair amount of time on the clock left. So at that point, you're playing more than just a 2-minute offense at that point, and being that there's enough time to run the ball and do stuff like that. I thought we were on the same page, as a defense, as a coaching staff, and obviously. Just the ability to execute and make some plays there down the stretch, we weren't able to get it done. I mean, it comes down to 3 seconds, last play of the game. That ball goes wide right. Obviously, it's a different conversation right now. We're talking about, what is the outlook for the team? The outlook for the team is exactly the same. The outlook for the team, given that ball went through tonight, it's no different. Like, we're going to have a really good team. This team is they love each other, they're going to work hard together, and we're going to have a really good season, and it's exciting to see. We got a lot of young players that did some really good things today against a Power 5 team, okay? That ball goes through today, we take it, we own it, we move forward, and we grow, and we're going to have an unbelievable season.